With a light rain falling, more than 100 people gathered at the corner of 8th and Broadway for the groundbreaking of Alexandria's Vets Memorial Park on Friday. Mayor Sarah Carlson gave the opening remarks.
A while ago, a bunch of guys marched into City Hall and they said, we want to build a Veterans Memorial Park. We don't know where and we don't know how, but we need one. And the council and the mayor said, yes, we do. And they were persistent. We said, you know, these things take time, and it takes a lot of persistence. And all the veterans said, we have been up against a lot worse than you guys. And we said, all right. And meeting after meeting, they came, they were organized, and they were better. And we said, you have to start with the park department, you have to go here. And there was a lot of little things that came up. And we said, this is kind of a snag. And they said, we've been up against a lot worse than you guys. And it took a lot of persistence, and we should be really, really proud of our veterans, every last one of them, because their vision was to build a park and find a park and honor their fallen comrades and their current and their future. And what we have going in here today is something we can all be so proud of. Every last veteran was determined to do something wonderful, and they were prepared and so great about it that I can't tell you how proud I am as mayor, and on behalf of the city, how proud we all are to put our shovels in the ground today and do something great, something that will stand forever, because this is really a testament to our veterans. So on behalf of the city, we want to say we honor our veterans, we cherish our veterans, and we love our veterans. They are a wonderful group, and this park will stand forever as a monument where everybody, not just veterans, but everybody can come and sit and reflect, and it will stand right on Broadway as a place where people know that the city of Alexandria and this area loves our vets.
Vietnam veteran and vice chair of the Veterans Park Committee, Russ Orlog, acted as MC of the event and oftentimes had to fight back tears as he spoke.
I'm deeply humbled to stand here today representing the sponsors of this new Veterans Memorial Park. All those veterans everywhere who responded to the call of duty based upon their own personal convictions of freedom and patriotism. This new park, soon to be dedicated next year on the 4th of July 2020, is not just for the veterans in this community, but for all residents of this beautiful city of Alexandria, and those who come from beyond to visit this wonderful area of west central Minnesota. My family was not wealthy when I was growing up in South Dakota, but I grew up with a rich freedom and value that are part of having had the good fortune to have been born in the USA. Most of you have experienced the same good fortune. However, the most important roots that we honor today are the veterans from this area who responded to a special calling by serving in our armed forces. All who served signed the pledge with the government of the United States of America to protect the unique freedom that runs deep in the fabric of our daily lives here in west central Minnesota. Freedom that we so often take for granted. Some veterans did not return home to their country or risen due to death in the service of our country, be it the early wars, global wars, Cold Wars, Korea, Vietnam, and the Gulf Wars. I now want to ask all for a brief moment of silence while my bugler plays taps.
The first shovelfuls of dirt were turned over by representatives from each of the branch of the military and representatives from the city and county. Ralph Berg for the Army, President of the Veterans Park Committee and Navy man Gabe People. Jim Kahn represented the Air Force, Grant Haugen, the Marines, Tom Hartgraves, the Coast Guard, Ken Voigt, the Merchant Marines, Mayor Sarah Carlson, City Council member Bobby Osterberg, City Parks Director Bill Tennis, County Commissioner Jerry Rapp, and from the Color Guard representing the detail and veterans funerals, Richard Slosher.
I'm asking each person with a shovel in front of them to take a small portion of dirt and throw it forward. And that will break our way into this new memorial we're building for our veterans.
1, 2, 3, go!
It's official.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
May the blessing of the Lord God Almighty be upon us here today and upon all who will join us in this labor of love and honor.
The actual construction of the Alexandria Veterans Memorial Park begins next Monday. For more information on the memorial, you can go to the website alexveteranspark.org. For Voice of Alexandria, I'm Joe Kurkowski.